How's it going, everyone? Welcome to G-Ball Vision. Today we have a new knife to check out coming in from Kershaw. While we get started, let us know down in the comments what your EDC is today. I'm sure most people are familiar with Kershaw, but just in case you are not, Kershaw is a company that makes knives in and outside the US. So they have an American line and they have a Chinese line. This knife here is going to be coming out of the Chinese factory. It's a US design and it's quality control checked here in the US, but the knife is made in China. But this is going to be a website exclusive through Kershaw's website, and this is the new RTI Iridium, or the reverse Tanto Iridium. And we are going to be looking at a new blade shape compared to the original, which was a drop point, spear point blade. This is going to be more of a reverse Tanto, as they say, which I would never say that. More of a modified sheep's foot or modified Wharncliffe, if anything, a modified Wharncliffe. And it is a beautiful blade shape. We have a satin finish on there, and for the steel, it is going to be S35VN, which is fantastic. We are looking at titanium handles here, and this thing is really nice. It's got a heavy washed finish to it, a heavy bead blast and wash finish, and it's a really good working look to it. They are slightly contoured as well, and we either have an aluminum or titanium. Aluminum backspacer back here, which should help keep the weight down a little bit. That integrated lanyard hole here, and we have the option for lefty carry there. So that is really nice. That is going to be a completely ambidextrous knife. So out of the Iridiums I have, and there are several different variations, guys. They have the original, which is this one here, D2 and aluminum, $40 for this knife. Very, very good deal on this knife right here. Then they've had several exclusives and other ones come out. Then they had just recently the new Iridium Auto. And this is a USA made Iridium coming in Magna Cut, heavy wash, drop point blade. And then this is in aluminum as well. This is an out the side auto. So we are looking at an automatic knife here with a push button. So this one is USA made. These two are going to be out of the Chinese factory. Now, the price difference between these two is not a whole lot. Now, there is a big difference between knife laws here, though. One's an auto and one isn't. So one is going to be much more acceptable in a lot of places. Price difference is negligible, though. This comes in at $170. And the auto with Magna Cut that's made in the US is going to come in at $180. So we're talking a $10 price difference here. So if you're looking for that kind of value factor or high value factor, then the Kershaw Auto in Magna Cut that's USA made, that's a damn good deal for the materials and where it's being made at. Now, on the other hand, this is going to be much more acceptable in many more places because it's just a standard manual lock. The button and automatic side is very, very scary. Very scary. So gotta keep it at a minimum in certain areas. So for the Wharncliffe here, or reverse Tanto if you insist, what kind of size are we looking at with this? And it is going to come in right at the same spot as our other ones here. We are looking at 3 3/8 of cutting edge, 3.5 total blade, and just shy of 8 inches. We could give it 8. Couple of comparison knives with the full-size Benchmade bug out, and on the bottom, the Kaiser drop bear. It's quite a bit bigger than both of those. And we have the Vostede Raccoon Bowie up on the top there, and the Kaiser Militao on the bottom. And it'll be right in line with that Kaiser Militao, just shy of the Militao. So considerably a good size, and that Militol size is very popular. We'll check that pocket clip here, see what this looks like in the pocket. Going to carry pretty deep, but you will have a little bit poking out there, but not too much. And if you rock a lanyard on this thing, you'll be able to see that kind of poking out of the pocket as well. But that'll look nice, and keep in mind you will be able to flip that clip around if you want to carry this left-handed. Very good retention on the pocket clip. I really like this pocket clip. It's very, there's nothing wow factor about it, but it works really well. I could just do without the little Kershaw there on the pocket clip because we have it on the blade already very subtly, but I think one place is probably enough. We'll go ahead and check the weight on this thing, and we'll compare it up against the other three as well, or the other two. And I'm going to say there's no milling in there whatsoever. 3.7, 3.8-ish. Ooh. 3.9-ish is what the titanium version is saying there. So 3.9 for the titanium. The original version is going to be 3.4. And I think this is the lightest. It feels the lightest somehow, some way. Oh, this one has the copper backspacer, so that's why. 3.1 on this fella here on the auto. So that's pretty light. Love this knife. I have been carrying it a bunch, and I am legally allowed to. As far as grams goes, we're looking at 112 grams for the titanium version, 92 for the original, and 88 for the auto. We'll go ahead and check our handle thickness here with the titanium version. And we are looking at 0.43. The auto, 0.47. So that one will end up being the thinnest, the titanium one there. And 0.44. So yeah, the titanium one will be the thinnest as far as the handle goes. As far as blade stock, we're looking at right around 100 thousandths, so nice. And our behind the edge, going to be coming in somewhere in the neighborhood of 19 thousandths, and that's where these came in too, was like 17 to 19 thousandths across the board. Let's go ahead and see how this thing cuts right out of the box. Beautiful blade shape. Love that modified Wharncliffe look. And yeah, this has some nice bite to it. That's a sharp blade when it wants to cut, no matter if you're screwing up or not on how it, that this thing just wants to bite. Very nice. And then you got that nice low tip that you can creep up on and use for detailed work. You still have that nice pokey tip. So this will still be good at piercing and slicing, and utility cuts. You'll be able to choke up right behind the edge here. Nothing will be stopping you. So very neutral handle, and you'll be able to have a nice deal of control over this thing. Yeah, this is going to, if you like the materials, you like the iridium design and so on, yeah, this is going to ultimately be a solid knife from Kershaw. If you're looking for, value and high value, then the US version is going to be a fantastic option. And if you're just looking for value, then the original D2 version in aluminum is a really good option. So they are leaving plenty of options out there for everyone when it comes to the iridium. So we'll go ahead and check this lock here. Perfectly centered up. There's no detent, so we don't have no detent lash. No pivot lashing. Soft open. Maybe a little tiny bit of wiggle in there, but I'd say nothing out of the ordinary for a crossbar lock. Let's see what we got here. We'll start off with a couple of light taps. See what we got. Good. Check it. Very good. Crossbar locks are known to be good locks. You know, not the toughest lock in the world, but considerably a good lock. And they are a very fun lock. You guys will have to let me know. What do you think of the Kershaw Iridium family? I'd love to hear from you guys, and let me know. Are you rooting for Kershaw? Because I know that I sure am. Kershaw doing well is a good thing for the knife world, the knife community, and everything else, in my opinion. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. That helps push the video to more people. And if you're new to the channel here, make sure you are subscribed because I release daily videos just like this. And as always, have yourself an awesome day. Check out one of the videos popping up on your screen, and I will catch you on the next one.